All right, folks, we're back, and we're just going to hop directly into the game. Now, some people, I guess, were actually enticed about our little Ting spiel there. We were not exaggerating when we were talking about pricing. One of the cool things about Ting is they're very upfront about saying, like, look, if you can't save money with us, stick with who you're with. But if you go to bttv.ting.com, you can check out their savings calculator and find out for yourself whether it's worth your while or not. That being said, welcome back to the qualifying games. Spawning here in the bottom right side of the map. Well, not qualifying, qualifiers games. In the bottom right side of the map, we do have the red Zerg player from Team Liquid. It's Snute.
In the bottom left is the teal Zerg. Ooh, it is Elazer.
So, unfortunately, poor Mr. Boris Makarov, our head moderator, is trying to get people to ace Kate spam to clear out chat. That's not how you do it. What you guys might not know is that if you're subscribed to BaseTradeTV, there's a rare chance, once a day, one of you may be awarded with a golden ace Kate. The only way to find out, though, is if you type ace Kate to check. Actually, how cool would that be if you could have, like, the golden Kappa effect, but for, like, one emote on your channel? Yeah, like, that'd be awesome.
It'd be pretty cool. But I am freaking out right now because I cannot watch your camera.
Oh.
Like, it's bent out of shape so badly.
Well, I'm looking at Elazer's base, and that's all you need to look at anyways, because the pool timing and the fast attack coming out of him, I feel is not something that's going to catch Snute so badly off guard, but the fact that Snute went for this build order in particular, taking a spawning pool so late, he's going to take some damage, guaranteed.
Why does StarCraft do this sometimes? Why does StarCraft do things?
Okay, while you get mad at the camera, I do also want to bring up the fact that Elazer and Snute, it does feel like a majority of the time we're casting them, and I could be wrong about the stats-wise, but just the feels I get thinking back on the games, it's usually Elazer who's the aggressor, right? Like, Snute will do his own versions of early pools, but it's usually not to, like, Game 2 or Game 3.
I would agree with that. I think it's a lot of other European Zergs, though. Snute is known more of the macro guy, but then you have other European Zergs like Bly. Nurtio, I think, would be very aggressive, and we're talking about Elazer right now, and I think he'd be very aggressive too. So
that Overlord did not get the scout it wanted to see. It didn't see the gas timing, the pool timing. Maybe he got to count 3 or 4 drones at most, but Elazer had snuck some lings up to the north side of the map to circumvent the Overlord. Those turn into banlings, and Snute sees lings coming, and that's not so surprising. It's the banlings that are coming that are going to catch him off guard. No spine crawlers, minimal queens. This is not going to be fun to fight against.
Yeah, the best way to defend against any early pool is to just assume it's going to be banelings as well. Is, you know, oh my god. I don't know about the queens going out that far to deal with the banelings. Probably would have been better just to sacrifice the natural need be, or at the very least, like, let it take damage.
Yeah,
now he's got free reign into the main, and it seems like it's just going to be game.
Yeah. Oh, it's unfortunate, but I mean, I'm not going to count Snute out of the series. You watch one bad game with one bad build order opening, you're kind of like, okay, that definitely sucks for Snute. But this isn't the same. This, like, not every single time they play, it's going to play out like this.
Yeah, it's not like Elazer beats him that badly.
Yeah, I'm wondering if how much of this got influenced by the map, though. Like, maybe Snute really felt that he could get away with greed because of the longer distance that Newkirk presents.
It's really not that long, though. I mean, it's not like Whirlwind.
No, that's true. I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm just... This worked so badly. Now Snute, sitting on 7 drones, is still going to try and fight this out. He's still fighting with his lings, but like if he had 3 queens pushing this back, I'd feel a lot more confident in him right now.
Oh. 7 drones really is like... He already has speed, which is to his credit. You know, he has something to even kind of counterattack with, but Elazer, obviously with Baneling, should never lose any drones to a counterattack, even at like the worst micro possible. But Snute, 7 drones, that's not a lot of lings. I don't even think you have to like larva inject if you only had 7 drones. That's just bad news. Elazer's gonna hold on for a second and then do his own pressure once again, and all he has to do is sneak some banelings up to the north side, and I think he's already done that. And oh, he's trying to catch Snute. Oh god.
No, he almost does it too. That last second veer off though. I had my breath held. I was just like, okay, Snoot's gonna die, but no, it keeps those things alive. But the problem is the lings didn't go off, or the banelings didn't go off over there, so yeah, it's gonna take over this space. GG's get called, and Elazer will take the first game in this best of 3.
Well, that was a very powerful opener there.
I'm going to restart my client, though, because it's getting a little bit laggy for reasons I don't know.
Because your camera's weird. No, I'm just kidding.
I would be interested to see how that gets affected, though. Like, if somebody, like, let's say I'm lagging in my client and you try to spectate my camera, would that actually affect yours at all? Like, would you see stutter because the camera's not so smoothly panning left to right, like that sort of thing?
No, I think we've done that before, and I didn't see it. I might have questioned why you stayed in one place for so long and then you logged out, but...
Yeah, Rifkin, why aren't you moving, huh, bud? Hello? You start poking me like, it's working? Like,
it's actually, like... I know some people give you grief about your observing and you make fun of your own observing sometimes, but, like, it's so deadly obvious. Deadly, okay? When I'm not on your camera, when we have, like, Take TV or O Gaming or anyone else. I mean, if Falca's doing it, I guess it's fine, but, like... any other streamer, and I'm like, what are they doing? Why are they so bad? Rifkin,
I know that you've commented on Emil's quite a bit. You're like, why is he always zoomed in? Like, what's going on?
Yeah. So weird.
I love, by the way, like, this is that Reaper clip. We talked about this during the break, but yeah, ready whenever they are. I love that that Lily Cadine's Reaper clip got posted on Reddit not once but twice. It looks so funny, and I love that it happens. It's just straight up comedic how bad that looks. But okay, to get caught up on donations and such before the game gets underway, JTDC, haven't seen this guy in a while. He hasn't tried to make me garlic in a while. No wonder I felt so relaxed. He says, hey, you've been lurking and I noticed that your ads don't seem to play for me during break. I just get to the break screen, and it's been like that for the last few broadcasts I've picked up. I don't use ad blocks, just want to help your revenue here. Well, the $3 is appreciated, man. That $3 is also going to go towards the fundraiser for our mega tournament that we got planned out. Meat Pop 13 subbed for 12 months. Says, Snute, don't let me down. And then Escada 21 subbed brand new. Thank you so very much. But I would love for him to come back. That first game wasn't great. Bit of a build order problem. Top side of the map. We'll see if he has a better game too. It's Snute.
In the bottom position is the teal Zerg once again with the cheese. It's Elazer.
So for me, there's almost like quasi rivalry with Elazer and Snute. Like
he's gonna take his natural one here.
Okay, but last time he did what? Hatch gas pool? At least if he does pool first, he'll have units out sooner?
Hatch pool gas, you mean?
No, Snute last time, didn't he do gas first before pool?
Yeah, but you mean right now he'll do pool before gas. You said
Yeah.
pool first, it sounds kind of weird, but right, like he does the exact same thing he did last time.
Yeah, excuse me. This hatchery might work to bait Elazer a little bit, but I don't know by much. So Elazer's a good player. Like this for me, like Elazer's the guy who made BlizzCon. He was the foreigner that people put a lot of hope into to get far into BlizzCon too, etc. I don't want to talk down on him, but for me, the interesting dynamic comes to Snute, because Elazer seems to be almost Snute's kryptonite in some ways. I've seen Snute take really fantastic ZvZs off players much better than him. But for some reason, when it comes to Elazer, and it's been like this not for like a couple of months, but for straight up year, Elazer just always seems to have the edge on Snute.
It just doesn't happen so often in professional games.
He'll see the
yeah, well, at least he does see it. That there'll be such a number being, held for player versus player. But imagine your own game, just that one person you played with 3 years ago that you would just always lose to, even though you're both diamond or master or something like that. Like, their style can change, their personality can change, yet for some reason, that same human being will always just make you feel uncomfortable. Like, you're going to lose to them. So, I don't know if that's it for Snute. I've never actually heard Snute talk about it.
But there's big differences in this game, though. Snute's up with quite a few workers right now. He can certainly afford to lose some if he were to lose any. Banliness is on the way, something he didn't even have last time. I mean, he's not in dire straits like game one, but it's still a bit of a rough hold until you can get those units out.
It's so bad, though, because, like, yes, this is better to get the Banliness opposed to the speed he got last game, because speed is only useful if you hold on enough to start counterattacking, and then, sure, it's great that you have something to be aggressive and take the map with, but it's not that helpful in the beginning. But it's still the case where if this was a regular take-in hatchery on Vani, his 2 queens block the ramp, and he has a guaranteed safety natural. Elazer might guaranteed take out that hatchery at the low ground as it is right now, even with Snute's Banelings.
Banelings can come like one fraction of a second too late, so the drones get pulled all over the place. Snute has a couple he can afford to lose. I love that cool. one. That one he left behind a block was so sick.
That was, but still they hit a lot of larvae. That's game.
Rest in
Jeez.
pepperonis. Good luck in the losers bracket, sir. Elazer ends up taking the game 2-0 and moves on to the semifinals of the winners bracket.
I don't
Also,
want to like.
Bly too, by the way.
Oh, really? Oh, he moves on. Yeah, yeah. With a 3-0, amazing. Best of 3. Yeah, I don't want to like put Snute down or anything like that. Like I think there's just like a couple of unlucky games, but it's been a while since I've seen 2 back-to-back cheeses work so damn well.
Yeah, I mean, for Snute, there's a certain degree of
Shocking.
like, it's Vinery Research Station, it's a longer map, and you gotta be kind of thinking like, oh, there's no way he'll do it twice. But I think in some degree he knew that was coming because he did send the Overlord on a very weird path. That Overlord wasn't going straight across the map. It took a veer to the left, hoping to catch the links, and it did. But unfortunately, as we saw, it just did not go very good. But Witty in chat, 19 or 159, excuse me, does have a question Zombie answered in chat, but I'll give you a bit of a, I guess, elaborated answer here. What is Rifkin getting out of housing a bunch of gamers? I'm assuming he means gamers, and he's talking about our Korean team house. So you guys, if you've been watching the channel for a while, you know Zombie Grub and myself both have kind of always wished we could do something a little bit more with the players, like whether it's give somebody a salary and play on like this faux team-based trade TV, or whether it's getting more involved with things. This ended up being a really cool 2 birds with 1 stone option, right? So here's where our plans were. We were planning to throw another live event, and we wanted to do a big blowout one. So we had big prize money in mind, big ambitions, lots of money, etc. Then we saw this thing on Reddit like half a year ago, more than half a year ago, where No Regret was saying like, oh, he'd love to do this house with Scarlet in Korea, and they'd love to make something awesome happen, but they don't really have the money to do it because down payments on a house or safety deposits in Korea are massive. Like seriously, we're not exaggerating when we say we put $30,000 down as the safety deposit. It's called key money or otherwise. So we could have just ignored that and continued to do our own thing. And while we don't own any of the players, nor do we like own rights to them or anything like that, this was something awesome where it's people we're friendly with, players we wanted to help support, and it really didn't take us too much out of our own way to do it. So instead of just putting $30,000 straight up into a prize pool, we sort of lend it to them for the house, we get the money back, then we still have the prize pool. We've been able to support StarCraft, right? Awesome. Support the players in StarCraft and make cool content bonus with the house. Like, that's what we get out of it. Feelings of good and saving the scene, I guess. I don't know what to tell you. There's no monetary gain for us, if that's what the implication is. We have already lost, I'd say, $3,000 investing in the house with things like buying monitors, beds, cleaning, etc. Like, the house is just supposed to be something, we call it a bit of a passion, a 1-year passion project, I guess. That's my answer. I don't know. What anything else you want to add on to that? Do you feel about, or?
Oh well, I covered a lot of it. I mean,
Yeah.
it just you went over the whole like pro gamers and pro team and someplace maybe I can stay if I go back to Korea for a week.
Yeah, that's always a bonus too. If we end up in Korea, we won't be homeless. But yeah, regardless of all that, I know that there's going to be questions raised about the house, and we've been very transparent with plans and money, and if you look at the Match Reno page, our video explains it all a little bit more in depth. So I know that question was probably being asked out of a place of curiosity without any contempt behind it, but just to like put people's minds to ease, because there has been recent issues, right? Like team owners running away with money, players regularly having something happen to them. This is supposed to be a good thing. That's the best way I can describe it. This is meant to be a good thing for everybody involved.
How in the world would it ever be meant to be a bad thing?
I don't know. They're running away with the rent money. Players get screwed on the 12th month of the year or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
But okay, next up we're going to have either Elazer versus Optimus or Koss, or Bly versus either Denver or Healer. We'll probably be sticking on Elazer side of the bracket because he's the one I imagine gets through to the finals. But if that takes too long, we may just not wait. Regardless, more matches coming up when we return. If you guys got questions, don't be shy about asking them in chat, but we'll see you in 2 minutes with more StarCraft when we return.